Australia's four-stage exit plan announced. In today's video update, we will talk about recent announcement regarding Australia's pandemic exit plan. Scott Morrison has announced a four-stage pathway out of current pandemic restrictions that may lead to uncapped travel and no quarantine for vaccinated people. While there is still a long way, no timeline has been issued. However, there is some hope. Let's talk about Phase 1. We are in Phase 1, where 7% of Australians have received complete vaccination, and the focus is to increase the numbers. A home quarantine trial will soon begin for returning passengers who have received complete vaccinations, and work will be done to set up digital vaccination authentication systems at borders. The hotel quarantine framework will also be reviewed again. Phase 2. Once certain percentage of Australians would receive complete vaccination, vaccinated, restrictions, lockdowns, and border controls are likely to be eased. Passenger caps will be restored to previous levels for unvaccinated inbound travellers and, crucially, there will be higher ceiling limits for returning passengers who are fully vaccinated. Residents who have received complete vaccination would experience reduced quarantine arrangements. However, there is no such indication of what this might look like, but following on from the home quarantine trial in Phase 1, perhaps returning residents will be given that option. Phase 3. In Phase 3, we will see changes related to travel. Travellers who have received vaccination will not face restrictions. For the tens of thousands of people with loved ones overseas, this stage cannot come soon enough. Australia would allow increasing numbers of student, humanitarian and economic visa holders. Travel bubbles will also be extended. Although nothing has been confirmed, but the government used a potential Singapore bubble as an example. Lockdowns will be eased and vaccinated people will receive booster doses and be exempt from domestic travel restrictions. Phase 4. This is where we return to normal, or as close as possible. During Phase 4, the government decided precautions could include no caps on inbound vaccinated travellers and no quarantine requirements. For unvaccinated travellers, there may be a requirement for pre-flight and post-flight testing, at least. Visa holders and applicants. Even though there are restrictions and arrival caps, visa holders with exemptions can still enter Australia. Last week, 22 new occupations were added to the Priority Migration Skilled Occupation List, and employees sponsored in Priority Migration Skilled Occupation List roles are able to apply for exemptions. This includes chefs, accountants and civil engineers. Over the last month, we have also helped several employers secure exemptions for employees working in the agriculture sector. Even though it is very difficult to gain entry in Australia at present, it is possible under certain circumstances. Although the announcement of 50% reduction in arrival numbers is not the best news, but we are hoping this will be offset by the increase in repatriation flights. If this is the case, the overall number of passengers entering Australia may not fall significantly. We welcome the government's commitment to trialling home quarantine and gradually increasing caps on student, economic, and humanitarian visa holders. Many Australian employers are experiencing dire labour shortages, and inbound skilled migrants are necessary to sustain our economic growth. This is the end of today's video update. If you like today's video update, please share our videos with your friends and family on Facebook, WhatsApp, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.